studios. This is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB Davenport. This is Greeny with Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Quad City sports fans of all ages, Town Square Media is proud to present to you the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, J-Bird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City sports talk radio show. We're not the Quad City sports talk radio show. We are your Quad City sports talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
It's finally Friday, Quad Cities, and we are back. A little hiatus yesterday, but hey, we are back here to discuss some football today. You know what it is. It's Don't Hassle Us Local, AM 1170. Jaybird, T-Roy, no Bomber today, no Cal Reed.
Football, World Series, Big Ten football.
I just want to talk football.
Thursday night football. Now we're going to have Friday night Big Ten football tonight. Illinois is going to be playing against Wisconsin.
Sounds like bad news for Illinois.
Yeah, well, the line's pretty high.
Oof, what is it?
It's minus 20, Wisconsin.
And it's at Wisconsin?
Yeah. Yeah. It's at Wisconsin. Keep in mind, Wisconsin, we'll look at some of this game a little bit later, but keep in mind, Wisconsin's, they don't have their returning starting quarterback, but they do have their biggest, their highest rated QB recruit in school history. So the quarterback, Jack Cohen, he's got a foot injury. He's going to be out, but Graham Mertz is a redshirt freshman. He's going to be playing quarterback for Wisconsin tonight. Preseason, somehow, ranked 14th, Wisconsin is. And we'll break all this down when we take a look at the Big Ten.
The pitching matchup tonight, by the way, in the World Series is nice.
Yeah.
Walker Buehler versus Charlie Morton.
And that series is tied up at 1-1.
Mark my words,
We called
Bird.
that.
Mark my words.
Okay.
Whoever wins this game goes on to win the World Series.
So you're saying Game 3 is the pivotal game, huh?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Well, we got that going on tonight. We've got Bettendorf and Muscatine that will be streaming from our Facebook page tonight. And I want to thank the people down at Discover Muscatine who's teaming up with us to do this. Chris is a good dude.
Who else is calling the game with you?
Parker.
Oh no,
the Park job. We have I told you guys this. Like back in the day when, gosh, it was before I think Sophia was born. So about 10, 12 years ago, when podcasts were just kind of starting, Parker and I went over to WQAD studios and started recording stuff. So I wish one time I hope I can find that flash drive of things that we talked about.
They let you in there?
Yeah, Fechner let us in there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Jason's a great dude. I do have to tell you this. I've been battling a back injury.
Oh, no.
I know. It's terrible.
Yeah. In your lower back?
Yeah. Last Friday.
Got to go to Ranfelt Chiropractic, man. That's the only place to go.
I don't know. Last Friday, man, I got the text message that the wife was taking the kids to the roller skating rink in Eldridge. I was like, this is a good idea.
You wanted to go.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm in. I'll meet you guys there.
Were they regular roller skates or inline?
I took regular. And I fell maybe like 4 times right away.
Did you feel like the Bay City Rollers?
Yeah. Like my wrists are still messed up, but my back hasn't been the same ever since. We had like our thing last night, like for the Quad City Stingers, my daughter's 10U softball team. We had like a big like kickball game out of TBK. And shout out to TBK for coming through because the field we were going to go to was too wet. But I was just so uncomfortable. I just couldn't even have fun. My back hurt so bad.
Oh, no. You couldn't kick the kickball?
I did, but I had to do it with my left foot, my non-dominant foot, because, basically we're playing 10-year-olds.
No, kick it with your dominant foot.
Well, anyway, I'm just...
In the face!
I guess maybe I should go to a chiro. I don't know why I'm putting it off, but... the moral of the story is 44-year-olds shouldn't be roller skating.
Yeah, you're no spring chicken bird.
I know. No.
that was just a bad idea. So that's I like it out there. Did you go roller skating a lot when you were growing up?
Yeah. Always got hurt every time when I was a kid even.
It's just not. I mean, it's a good crowd there on a Friday or whatever else, but it's just strange. Like you really automatically feel like you're transported back to like 1987.
Well, you remember, like, all right, so there was a roller skating rink that had wooden floors, and there's one that had cement floors.
I've never had a wooden floor one, but that's the one. That's for the what's it? Roller derby.
No, it was just wood floor, like a hardwood floor.
Okay.
And I remember I was little, and I went to, I was not very old, but I went out there, and I started getting on the floor at the entry point. I'm starting to get going, and all of a sudden, here comes this big, giant dude out of nowhere. I mean, just took me out, dude.
Ugh. That's just...
I mean, that sucked.
There's some people out there that, they're reckless with their roller skating. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
It can get scary, but I just
just fly around.
Just try to pretend that they know what they're doing, so I don't want the kids to get scared.
I'm scared.
But, no, roller skating, it was something different growing up. We had the skate nights for our elementary, and then you had the moonlight skate, and you're trying to figure it out if Emily Goki's going to hold your hand and how much you're going to sweat,
Oh, man, Billy Squire, the Stroke.
Oh, yeah.
Dire Straits.
They are telling you, it's this exact same, though.
Souls to Swing.
I could never shoot the duck or do the limbo or whatever, anything like that. But I'm telling you,
pokey.
it is the exact same. You can go there tonight, which you're not, and you'll go, oh my gosh.
Are they playing the same songs, though?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because if they're not playing Billy Squire, I'm not going.
Yeah, they're definitely playing that. But so I'll get better, though. But yeah, I get to call the game tonight. I don't know. There'll be a bunch of uh-ohs. I hope it's a good game. I'm happy I get to be inside, not outside.
Foster, dude.
I know. And I'll get blamed for being a
homer.
A homer, which is fine. I don't care.
Homer, Foster.
Yep. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I enjoy this, and hopefully we can set something up. Like I told you guys before out there listening on ESPN 1170 AM and or on the Facebook, and you can leave comments on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. But it's not a Bettendorf thing, not one bit. If there was a Davenport school that said, like, hey, we need you to do this, I would have been able to do it. So it's just a matter of, like, it's just a matter of it just happens to be in my backyard.
Yeah.
In Bettendorf, and we kind of know the people, and we've had a good push. Now, when it comes to, like, Pleasant Valley, they've got their situation set up, and they do a good job with our friends from QCSportsnet.com. So, and I'm pretty sure you can watch that game too tonight, Pleasant Valley, on their stream. I don't know exactly what theirs is, but that's not for me to promote right now.
That's right.
It's just me and Park show. That's what it is.
The parkour, if you will.
Yeah. So anyway, we had Thursday night football last night. Your NFC East
it was a showdown,
teams
Jay.
were
It was a showdown of two juggernaut teams. Your boy Danny, I dropped all my dimes against Carson. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
listen, the Phillies. The Eagles won the game because your boy Evan Ingram can't catch a football.
Yes.
Great pass by Carson Wentz at the end there to Byron Scott.
With 40 seconds left to take the lead.
That pass couldn't have been more perfect. But it was an ugly game, man.
Yeah.
Danny Dimes looked like would have been a 90-yard touchdown run, but he called him Danny Shoelaces, Jay.
Yeah, this is now, yeah.
It still set up a touchdown, so whatever. But it was kind of funny. All his teammates are laughing at him, but I don't know. I got no room to talk. Dallas looks just as bad.
He joins a list of 80-yard rushes without scoring a touchdown since 1994.
Oh, God.
Which is crazy enough that Barry Sanders is on here twice. And he did it twice in one season in 1994. He rushed for 85 yards, did not score a touchdown, and rushed for 84. Who is catching up to Barry Sanders and ran him out of bounds? But the list is pretty impressive. Leonard Fournette's on here, Doug Martin's on here, Le'Veon Bell's on here, Jamal Charles is on here, and then Barry Sanders, and now Danny Dimes is in the list of people that he rushed for 80 yards and didn't score a touchdown.
The thing was, he would have been just fine if he kept it on the speed he was at, but He tried to kick it into another speed, and I think he blew out his tranny.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny to watch.
This game ended up being 22-21. The over-under was 44.5. If Philadelphia would have gotten that 2-point conversion, the over would have hit. Instead, the under hits. That's why gambling is fun. That's how good Vegas is.
They certainly didn't cover the spread.
They did not. It was 5 points. But yes, it was a work in progress for Philadelphia to come back and win that game. And now Danny Dimes is going to be a meme or whatever else forever now.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah, there's a picture right here of it. Yeah.
Oh, Danny.
Oh, yeah. The Eagles rallied from 12 unanswered points in the final 6 minutes of play to get that 22-21 win. They move to 2-4-1 now.
Yeah, they are currently in first place in the division.
Yeah, it's the NFC East.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, someone's got to win the division. It just matters, does anybody really want to?
I don't know why they would.
Yeah, well, they're going to make someone do it. So, yeah. But more importantly, like we said, Wisconsin tonight, the Big Ten, this is really happening. And 2:30 tomorrow, get to watch the game. Iowa goes to Purdue. That line has, changed quite a bit. Driving in today, I'm telling you, I'm no different than I was 2 days ago or a week ago. That I just, do you think we're going to be able to pull off all 8 games?
Yeah. Right?
I mean,
no?
What?
You don't think so?
I don't know. Like, I think Iowa is really, really good, and obviously Coach Braum from Purdue is not going to be calling plays. He's trying to do a Saban thing as well, where he's asking the Big Ten if he can use technology, and they're like, no, just let your brother call the plays. But Purdue, they do a good job getting ready for Iowa. There's a lot of questions that Iowa's going to have here. How's Petrus going to be? So, what do we like out of all this? Are we okay with 6-2? Because 6-2 is the equivalent of 8-4, right?
I think they're at least 6-2.
And really, should we just look at it? I was listening to Hawkeye Nation, and then they had John Miller on, and he's like way like over the top, like every week is a blessing. Let's just count our blessings. Everything's a blessing. Because weeks ago we weren't going to have this. And it just gets to be a little bit too much sometimes.
Right.
So I don't know how I feel about every Saturday. I mean, is it a blessing? I have no idea.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, we went through this whole thing where we're not going to have football, then we're going to have it. And the show before, Greenberg that was on there, when he had, again, that hard-hitting journalism that I just love out of him, when he has a college football person on there and they say, is Ohio State the third best? And it's like, yes, like there's no doubt about it. Like what? They're the third best. It's Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State. You can turn them any way you want to, but
yeah,
to even make that point is be like, well, let's break it down.
It's those three almost every year for the last decade.
I know.
And then your fourth rotates in, right? Your fourth has been a rotating door of LSU, Georgia, depending on who's having an up year. Sometimes you can throw in Notre Dame and Oklahoma, right?
Yes, every once in a while. You're right. Yep.
That's been the last decade.
Yeah. Well, CBS Sports broke down their thing for the Big Ten, and Dennis Dodd was pretty harsh on Iowa. But they tend to think that the most overrated team is the Michigan Wolverines. Some like Indiana's to be the most underrated, and a lot of them like Minnesota to win the West.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not a big, but I mean that's why they'll play the games. But yeah, I mean if you go to CBSSports.com and look it up, it's on there. Dodd was, like I said, he was pretty harsh on him. These so-called experts, They have Ohio State is the one that's head and shoulders. I mean, we know that. So, but yeah, they come out of it's Wisconsin or Minnesota that the experts are picking to win the West. So, some of them have Iowa as low as 4th, but majority of them it looks like they have Iowa 3rd in the West. No, that's not true. 4 of them have Iowa to be 4th in the West. They all, except for 2, picked Minnesota to win the West. So, it's supposed to go Minnesota, Wisconsin. I can't see Illinois getting 3rd in the West. Someone did. Who predicted that? Dennis Dodd, the guy who hates Iowa. He predicted it.
Wow, he's such an idiot.
What?
Where's Dennis from?
I don't know. Did you said Rick Webster was on him about the whole thing?
Yeah, I think it was Rick Webster got on him.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna
that game's going to be tonight.
Hey Siri, Google Dennis Dodd.
Last year, that's the game that's going to be Friday night tonight. Iowa's going to have 2 Friday night games this year. This is a rematch of the biggest point spread upset in the conference since 1982. Last year, Wisconsin was number 6. They were undefeated, and they went and played Illinois. Illinois at the time was 2-4 and had lost 4 in a row and was a 30.5-point underdog, but they beat the Badgers 24-23 outright. This pushed the Illini to a 4-game winning streak, their first bowl appearance since 2014, and their first non-losing conference record since 2010. Illinois now takes to the road up to Wisconsin. They've returned 9 offensive starters, including their quarterback, Brandon Peters. Their offensive line has 125 combined starts. Wisconsin did lose their All-American running back, Jonathan Taylor, and their leading receiver, Quintez. And like I said earlier, they lost their quarterback due to an ankle injury, but they've got a guy that they really like. This is right around -20, depending on what spot you're looking at.
Dennis Dodd, it looks like a muscular version of, who's the big Alabama guy?
The big Alabama guy?
Does the radio show.
Feinbaum?
Yeah.
He's SEC, yeah.
Yeah, he looks like him.
Yeah.
He's got the mushroom bowl.
Okay. Yeah. What he said, he was pretty harsh on Iowa, and maybe some people agree with it.
Oh, well,
but I guess
whatever.
I've been called a homer before.
Words.
Words.
All
right, let's take our first break of the hour. When we come back, we're going to break down more of the Big Ten that's coming up this weekend, including number 5, Ohio State, number 8, Penn State, number 14, Wisconsin, which we just did, and take a look at some players to watch. Plus, we got the World Series to talk about, Game 3, which you've already said is a big deal, and then we've got our Pick 6. We got all kinds of fun things going on here at the Hassel Castle.
All right, everybody, you know about it. It's been there since 1934, and we've been preaching about it for the last few weeks. It's Tri-City Equipment. They are your source for restaurant equipment and value with competitive prices and full service on anything you need between kitchen cookware, the equipment, the refrigeration, utensils, you name it. Remember, they have a guarantee on labor and parts, 30 and 90 days. If you're just looking to cater, or maybe you need something for your home chef, check out Tri-City Equipment online at tricityequipment.com, or you can run down to their newly remodeled 2,400 square foot showroom at 527 West 4th Street in Davenport. They have over 1,600 items in stock for you to peruse. Remember, they do deliver to all Quad City residents, and they match all online pricing, so there's no need to shop at any big box store. Just call them at 563-322-5382. Kurt and the gang down there will make sure you get taken care of. Showroom hours are 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. So like I said, get down to Tri-City Equipment, 527 West 4th Street in Davenport.
Woo! Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
You like that? You like that? This is Tyson Blazer, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local on ESPN 1170 AM.
Which stage of life are you in?
I'm shopping for a new house and can't believe I'm a grown-up stage.
How on earth do people afford college stage?
Or
I never have to think about work again stage.
No matter which stage of life you're in, First Midwest Bank has the knowledge and experience to help you. Visit firstmidwest.com/everystage. You have plans, we have ideas. First Midwest Bank, momentum for life. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Janae and Golick Jr.
Janae, through all of, Russell Wilson, we know he's a lot, from Mr. Unlimited to the weird video announcing his contract staying in Seattle, the bubble water, his bad dance moves behind Sierra's music videos. Through all of it, he's still winning. I would trust him and Tyler Lockett with my PIN number, with any amount of money that I needed in my life. These guys are the surest bet in pro sports right now, and it's nice. We always like to say give people flowers while they can still smell them. Russell Wilson has been this quarterback. This is not a new version of him as far as I'm concerned, but it's a new version of this team putting its offense in his hands. He's getting all of the conversation around him and his ability that he's richly deserved for a while. And so in the interest of giving people their flowers, I'm really happy to see this, on a fundamental level, for a guy who's been playing this kind of ball and been meaning this kind to his team.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
If you're craving old-fashioned Mexican food, it's that Nally's flavor that you're after. You've got to go to Nally's Kitchen. Nally's makes everything from scratch daily and has some of the most unique items in the Quad Cities area. Try their homemade guisado, guarches, and gorditas, or enjoy their delicious tacos and burritos. Check out Nally's Express menu and get your food in 15 minutes or less. Order online at nallyskitchen.com and have Nally's delivered to your home or business today. Nally's Kitchen, old-fashioned Mexican cooking, Rockingham and Division, Davenport.
Janae and Golick Jr.
The NCAA is still in its old bag of tricks, and we've heard the president, Mark Emmert, say that a bubble is possible for some of the tournaments coming up, looking down the line to March Madness, and it's what makes more farcical the idea that the NCAA or any of the powers in the world of college athletics can look and tell us they're doing as much as they can for what we're about to see in college football. I was on the call for the first college football game this season as Central Arkansas and Austin Peay played, and while everyone involved did what they could, we know ultimately the powers in college sports are preventing the bubbling of athletes because they know what admitting that comes with. And so when they try and sell me that they're doing everything they can, I unfortunately can't believe it, because they're already telling us and telling on themselves as they look forward towards the spring that the bubble might not only happen, but it is going to come with plenty of apparel you can buy, all in support of amateurism.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Matthew.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for never giving up and always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for letting me know what you expect, so I can try to meet your expectations.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
I'm Teresa Greenfield. I was 24 and pregnant, at home with a 13-month-old, when I got a knock at the door. It was the priest. My husband, Rod, a union electrician, had been killed on the job. I became a single mom, and we relied on Social Security survivor benefits to get back up on our feet. Social Security is something we've all earned after a lifetime of hard work, and I'll be fighting to sustain Social Security for generations to come. So when I see Donnie Ernst and the folks in Washington talking about cutting Medicare and Social Security to pay for tax breaks for billionaires, I say, no way. And I know firsthand you don't stop giving people a hand up so you can give a hand out to the super wealthy and the special interests. I'm Teresa Greenfield, running for Senate, and I approved this message, paid for by Teresa Greenfield for Iowa.
Tell Alexa to play ESPN 1170. This is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Don't Hassle Us Local, AM 1170. Jaybird and T-Ray in the house, just carrying the show like we do.
Yo, yo, yo. Yep.
What we do.
The Big Ten has launched a social justice campaign called United as One. From a press release from the Big Ten Conference, it says the Big Ten Conference is kicking off the football season with the launch of United as One social justice campaign. United as One is among several conference-wide equality coalition initiatives dedicated to constructively and collectively recognizing and eliminating racism and hate in our society by creating resources for inclusion, empowerment, and accountability. Some teams are doing some things in support of university's unique social justice awareness campaign. Wisconsin Badger student athletes have a special edition patch on there. Minnesota student athletes will encourage others to end racism through jersey-back nameplates and promotion of HERE, helping end racism with education. Michigan State football players will feature a Black Lives Matter sticker. Rutgers football players will be wearing a Chop for Change on the back of their helmets. Ohio State football players will wear back of helmet stickers that state equality. Nebraska as well. We know about the situation in Iowa, and we know that Iowa student athletes plan to promote equality in equity with custom stickers and social media engagement, and or Coach Farron says, if you want to, you don't have to stand for the national anthem. So this is going to be a story that's going to be going on and on throughout the season. Again, that's not the type of thing that I really, really want to talk about, but it's going to be something that's going to be pointed out at the beginning of every game. So 26 years ago today, Blue Jays outfielder Joe Carter hit a walk-off home run in Game 6 of the 1993 World Series.
Off Mitch Wild Thing Williams.
That's right. It is one of only 2 homers to end a World Series. Pittsburgh's Bill Mazeroski did it in 1960. As Carter hopped around the bases, the Blue Jays announcer Tom Cheek uttered the famous words, "Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life." Mitch Williams said, "I knew it was gone. I gave it the courtesy double look back, and then I just kept walking." He said, "I remembered it like it was yesterday." He said it 25 years later. And happy birthday to Pele. Dude's 80.
Kick?
Yeah,
or
he's
the bicycle kick.
Yeah, he's 80.
Pele?
Yeah. I didn't know he was still alive.
I knew nothing about soccer. I knew who Pele was.
Yeah. That's the first thing.
I mean, isn't he he's Jordan of soccer, right? Pele, the greatest of all time.
I think so.
I would say so.
I mean, I don't know many other soccer players too much. I mean, I know.
He transcended everything. Pele.
Yeah, and then he was in the movie with Sylvester Stallone, Victory, right?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
The guy he did the bicycle kick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's probably how I hurt my back when I was like.
I didn't see this Ronaldo do it.
When I was 9 trying to do
Who's
the bicycle
other big
kick.
one? The Messi?
Did you play soccer growing up?
No.
I mean, no.
It wasn't a real sport.
I never understood why my folks never just didn't sign me up for soccer.
We didn't have it.
We had it
in gym class.
We had like the YMCA over by now where like there's like Starbucks now. It used to be, on Middle Road in Bettendorf by across from Palmer. Yeah. There's a AAA. Like that's where they had all the soccer fields.
No, gym class. Who's that? Bend it like Beckham? Beckham can't do the bicycle kick.
I just don't feel like we had enough.
Am I missing it?
No, I don't know. Soccer was more like soccer, Pele. Like tennis and like golf were more like upper crust when I grew up. Like, we can't afford it.
Can't afford a soccer ball?
I don't know.
I don't know.
BSA, there was
we didn't have soccer. I know we had tennis.
Mm.
I know that was a sport that they played.
Anyway, Pele was cool though. There's some comments here on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread, and then it's about Iowa and everything, and that they're getting excited about it. Easer A's is he says he's pumped about doing it. Friend of the show, Brad, says his team looked like a 5-3 team.
Who does?
Iowa is what they're talking about. But
okay,
yeah. But the game going into this game now, I don't know. Iowa, Easer A's is saying that Rondell Moore is not going to be there, and that's for Purdue, which is fine. Obviously, it's really everything.
Do you have the full schedule in front of you?
The Iowa one?
Yeah.
Yeah, in 1 second I do, because I have a...
I don't want to go through that again and be realistic.
Okay, because I have our friends from...
Because with them not having Rondell Moore, this is a game that I did initially worry about.
Okay, I've got the schedule in front of them.
All right, so they're at Purdue.
Yes. Iowa's minus 3.5 on the road.
I'm going to give Iowa the victory here. Then next.
Okay.
Northwestern at home?
Northwestern at home.
They should win that game.
They're favored to win that game, yes.
Okay, who's after that?
Michigan State at home.
That's going to be a down. I think they'll win that.
Then they go on the road to Minnesota. That's supposed to be. They don't even have the schedule right.
Why is Minnesota considered so good?
No, everybody loves that coach.
Well, we don't lose to Minnesota. Give me a win. I'm sorry.
That game, they need to change that. That game is actually November 13th, not November 14th.
Okay.
We need to talk to our friends at Elite Sports.
Right,
this website needs to be updated. Anyway, all right. So you've got right now, win. You got them at 4-0.
Yeah.
Halfway through their year. Okay. Then they go to Penn State.
So I see them losing that.
Okay. Then the blackout game
against
Nebraska.
I see them winning that
at home.
Yeah.
Then they travel to Illinois.
They should win that.
And then they host Wisconsin on December 12th.
They could win that, but they might lose that.
You know what's going to happen? Like something really strange is going to just happen. Like a team, like the Penn State one, like Sean Clifford's going to come down with COVID in Iowa. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like somewhere along this road, this hiccup, somebody...
I just don't know where the 3 losses come from. I mean, do you think... is Minnesota that good they lose there? Do they lose to Minnesota, they lose at Penn State, and they lose to Wisconsin?
Those are the games they are not favored in.
Okay.
As of right now.
I mean, I'll give you that's fair enough, but...
Mm-hmm. But those are 3.
But I think they have a fighting chance in 2 of those games. I think they have a chance. They have a fighting chance to beat Minnesota. They have a fighting chance to beat Wisconsin. They will lose at Penn State. I don't think they have a chance to win that game.
And that's the highest.
But that's also me thinking in my head, these are stadiums that are normally filled with fans.
Yes.
No fans. Big Ten's not allowing fans, period.
No, they're not. Because Happy Valley turns into like the 3rd largest city on football Saturday, usually. Other than that, it's not very big.
Okay.
So without fans, I have no idea what the difference that's going to be. But like I said, it's going to kick off tonight. Illinois at Wisconsin. So Illinois fans, you guys have a primetime game to get excited about. Tomorrow, Nebraska is going to be at number 5 Ohio State. Rutgers is at Michigan State. Penn State travels to Indiana. Iowa at Purdue. And then Michigan. And, well, I guess that's going to be a big one. Number 18, Michigan, at number 21, Minnesota. Then you also have Maryland, Northwestern. No one's going to be paying too much attention to any of that from there. Going into the rankings, the AP poll, Ohio State, like I said, was number 5. They're the front runner to make it, and they have a 68% chance to make the college football playoff behind only Clemson and Alabama. Micah Parsons opted out to focus on the draft for Penn State. And we mentioned about Wisconsin. So I really think these crossover games for December 19th are a way to try to get Penn State or Michigan in as the number 4 seed in the college football playoff. Which Cal just joined us, and he's probably going to say that belongs to Georgia. But
no, It's not going to belong to Georgia because things like this. Georgia messed that up.
Who's going to be the representatives then?
For SEC?
No. Who's going to be the 4 representatives in the college football playoff?
The college football playoff?
Yep.
Is Pac-12 playing?
No.
They will.
Well, they will.
Yeah, they will.
No one from the Pac-12.
They're not playing yet.
It's not going to be.
If it's Pac-12, it'll be Oregon.
It's not going to be the Pac-12. It's just not going to be.
It's going to be 2 Big Ten teams this year.
That's what I think is the
you know what I'm saying? So it'll be
Penn
like
State and Ohio State.
Ohio State and Michigan. And then it'll
Penn
be one
State
SEC. It's either going to be Alabama or Georgia.
What about Clemson?
No, yes. Clemson's your 1 or Bama. There's your 1 and 2. Right.
Okay.
Ohio State's your
Clemson,
3.
Bama, yeah. So
where's your 4?
Your 4 it'll be.
It's going to be Penn State.
Be Penn State.
It'd have to be.
If you're going to take someone, it's Penn State, then Michigan after that. Is probably how the tiering would go for each one of them. Now,
and that's if
who
Penn
from
State
the SEC who can do whatever else. Like
LSU's down year. What you said about Georgia, they did screw that up.
They screwed that up.
It
was done
because they're in the same division as Bama. So they're out.
We're out of there. We're not even going to make the playoff.
We haven't even brought up Notre Dame and ACC, but they have to play Clemson, right?
Yep.
So that's
Notre Dame's got it down year though.
No. But here's the thing. Remember, Clemson had a hell of a time with North Carolina. You remember that?
Yeah, but
I
shouldn't say Notre Dame's having a down year, but I think they are ranked 4th.
North Carolina was North Carolina was ranked 5th at the time.
They're 5th. They were 5th.
Don't think Notre Dame's
not going to be in the top.
Is going to be
they're
at
not
the
going
end
to be
of the season. I don't think they're going to be there.
They're not strong.
Well, because they're going to have to play Clemson.
Otherwise, Oz would be telling me how good they are.
Because,
and that's why I brought up North Carolina, because North Carolina for the last 3 years has been in the ACC championship game for the last 3 years.
So
is that not an issue?
Notre Dame's got at Pitt, at Georgia Tech, then finally at Clemson, and then 2 weeks later they're going to have currently now ranked number 14 UNC. Notre Dame has their hands full.
Yes.
The Clemson one is going to be the big deal. They win that game, then they're in the driver's seat.
How come they don't commit their football team to ACC if that's all they play?
Because they don't have to. It's so annoying.
It's so annoying. Just say you're going to be an ACC because your basketball team, your baseball team is ACC teams.
Yes.
Except you for football, which is ridiculous. It's crazy.
And they should be a Big Ten school, not an ACC.
They should be a Big Ten school.
Like, let's trade. We'll give them Maryland and Rutgers. We'll do a 2-for-1.
Did you know if Iowa and Notre Dame had a rivalry every year, that game would be just as big as Iowa State. It would be just as big. I guarantee it. That game would be crazy. You see Iowa go up there to South Bend, and you see all the Iowa players go up there. That's the problem.
That's exactly what Notre Dame wants to hear.
Iowa fans.
And that's why they stay independent, because they want to hear, like, we travel. It's not 1987 anymore.
I know.
It's not the contract that you signed with the NBC. It's not the big deal. It's not Tony Rice. It's not Rocket Ishmael. It's not. It's just not.
I get it. It's not Notre Dame against Penn State. It's not Notre Dame against Miami. I get it. I get that. It's not Florida State against Nebraska. It's not Nebraska against Oklahoma. I get it. But the thing is this. Iowa against Notre Dame, you're taking down-home farmers against hardcore Catholics. Farmers versus Catholics.
I'm looking at...
Look at it.
No, I'm looking at a BYU team that right now is 5-0. Is what I'm looking at.
Man, BYU's always... Let me tell you something, man.
Let me tell you about what BYU is playing. Because if we're going to talk about who's on the outside looking in, here's who BYU has left on their schedule.
Utah? Air Force?
No, they already beat Navy. The Army one got postponed. Then they beat Troy. Then they beat Louisiana Tech. Then they beat University of Texas San Antonio.
They're not getting nothing.
They beat Houston. Listen, they got Texas State coming up. They've got Western Kentucky, Boise State.
Why are you saying these? Hold on. Why are you saying these names like they're tough?
Because right now BYU
these are terrible schools.
I understand that, but right now you have to look at this. BYU is 5-0,
and they're why I keep this right here.
But the thing is, every once in a while, someone's going to sneak in and do something crazy like this.
The only team that ever snuck in and done something like that was Oklahoma when, what was it, Jalen Hurts came in there. And they were like 9-2, and they got to the Final Four.
Yeah, Oklahoma, they got there just because of their history, whatever else, and they normally do. Now you got Oklahoma State's looking at 3-0 right now. Yeah, I don't know. Penn State's got some work to do. Ohio State's the one that you can probably pencil in at the 3. It's the 4 that we need to look at, and they've got Georgia in both polls, the AP top 25,
4,
and the coaches at number 4.
At 4. Right,
but Notre Dame's at 3.
But my thing is this. Notre Dame doesn't have to win a conference championship to go. All they have to do is go undefeated.
They're not, but they got Clemson though in a couple weeks.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's all they have to do, which is not fair, in my opinion. Okay, you're not committed to a conference, so
they are this year.
Yeah, they're committed to ACC, but they're not officially committed to the ACC.
No, it's a one and done thing.
It's a one and done thing for them.
Yeah.
So. My thing is this: Georgia going in there at number 4. What we're gonna do? End up playing Alabama and losing again?
Can we just say that the number 4 seed's gonna be Iowa and move on?
What?
There we go. Done. Perfect.
Do you want me to tell you how they can do this?
That is the wildest thing I've ever heard.
Go undefeated.
You're not gonna beat. First off, you don't even play Michigan or Ohio State this year.
It's okay. We'll go undefeated.
Remember that game, T. Right?
We'll play him in the championship game.
If Iowa beats Purdue by more points than Purdue puts on the scoreboard, Iowa wins.
Yep.
So then in the next week,
all they got to do is basically run the board, and then get to the Big Ten championship.
Then do that,
and then win that,
and then just
and then we're
piss all over Ohio State's dreams again.
Yeah.
You know what? I can never go against these scenarios that you do, because you know what I love about you is the fact that you're so diehard about the Hawkeyes.
That's right.
And I'm like, this dude comes up with great scenarios.
We couldn't play Georgia this year because I think we have their
because you would lose. You would get smoked.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
We got too much speed.
Yeah.
What?
We'll see you guys down.
Georgia's all speed.
We'll see you guys down at the Outback Bowl.
Wait, I always say stuff like that.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
We'll see you at the Outback Bowl.
We're not gonna be the. You guys don't even.
Usually we beat LSU for
close
the
enough.
Outback, but we'll let you guys play us this year in the Outback Bowl.
Oh, you'll let us play you.
Well, we have a very good record against the SEC. I'm sorry.
You have
right now. We're undefeated.
1-0.
Right now, Iowa's undefeated right now.
1-0.
No,
against the SEC.
Yeah.
No, we have a good record
we
against
destroyed the SEC.
Yeah, we're good.
Ask the bell ringers from Mississippi State how that went.
Yeah.
Ask LSU.
Mississippi State.
Ask LSU.
I'm just
LSU
saying.
on a fluke pat. Let me tell you something, man. Y'all need to stop.
Ask the Gamecocks.
Stop right now.
Just saying.
Because you could never do that to Georgia. That's for sure.
Oh, we will.
We'll find out.
We will.
That's why they're going to play the games.
Hey, man. I'm just saying.
Come on out of Tampa.
You know what? You know what? The only reason I'm not ripping into you is because I liked Hayden Fry, and Hayden Fry was one of the first coaches to have an all-black defense that he was a coach of in Texas. I like that.
Yeah, SMU.
I love him.
But that
I love
has
him.
nothing to do with the fact that Iowa's good.
Iowa's not good. Because Ferentz has been there. Hold on.
You're right.
Ferentz has been there for 20 years and you ain't won nothing.
We're great.
You ain't won a conference championship. Nothing.
We're great. That's right.
The offensive line is one of the best in Ferentz's career.
You've never won a championship of any kind.
I know.
With Ferentz.
Yeah, we're great.
We have a phone call. You ready? And then after this phone call, we had to take a break.
0.
Thanks for calling in to Don't Hassle Us. We're local. Who do we have in the line?
This is Ezer A's.
Hey, Ezer A's.
Did you call to tell Cal that we're great? Let him know that we're
You guys are sleeping on someone for this playoff talk.
Who?
The leaders of the Big 12, Iowa State.
Oh, you're right.
No,
you're right. You're right. You're right.
Well, don't they have a big? They have a big game this weekend.
Yeah, don't they? I think they play Okie State this weekend.
Yeah,
don't
and
they?
Oklahoma State is ranked higher than them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both.
If they beat Oklahoma State, that's a whole nother story now. If they beat Oklahoma State, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I doubt they make it.
Yeah, Ezer A's. The committee overall outside of Oklahoma has not really shown a lot of love to Big 12 football.
No.
Traditionally.
I agree.
I don't think.
And Iowa State lost to Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
they keep saying Big 12 football is weak, but it's not weak.
Terrible defense.
It's terrible defense. All they are offense. That's all they are. All they are is they're run and shoot.
I heard
you know what I'm saying?
I heard Campbell say they could probably beat Georgia.
Man, dude, nobody said that.
Campbell did.
Nobody said that.
Coach Campbell said it.
No, he didn't.
Okay, hold on. We have a phone call right now. Either A's. What else is going on?
I got another thing for you guys. So you guys talking about Iowa Notre Dame. Iowa Notre Dame used to be the big rivalry for Iowa.
Yep.
They used to play at the end of the year. And if you want, look up the Fainting Irish when the Irish faked injuries for like the entire fourth quarter to escape with a tie in like the 40s or the 50s.
Look at my man. He did his research.
He knows
look
what
at
he's
my
doing.
man.
They faked injuries to save a tie.
To get a tie, yes. Iowa was driving.
Would you not?
And they kept faking injuries. You think this was something that came with these fast offenses? Oh no, we've been faking injuries for 80 years in West Bend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or South Bend. South Bend.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Huh.
Yeah. Look up the Fainting Irish. Nah, it's a pretty funny story.
I will. I
That's all
appreciate
had.
that. I
Go
appreciate
Hawks.
you, man.
Excited
Yep, go
for
Hawks.
tomorrow.
Enjoy time tomorrow. Real quick.
He'll
real
look
quick,
it up,
real quick,
too.
Real quick. Easy Rays.
Yeah.
You're excited for tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, you said that on the Hair and Just Blood Facebook comment thread. It's just a matter of like I guess I've been cautiously optimistic about the whole thing. So I hope that it goes over well and we get to all 8 games in for the season. But
your guy Kakert's got me more excited about the Big Ten doing this better than what the other conferences are because of the way the testing is being done in our conference with them catching the positive before you're contagious.
yes.
So
Yeah.
he's really like Kakert has got me excited that the Big Ten's going to probably go off with the least amount of hitches. They're not going to have this Florida crap where they're just shutting the facility down for a week and a half. You know, they're going to keep it.
So we're better at the
I know what
SEC
they're
than
doing.
this, basically.
Man,
Any
hey, man,
team-
you
any team in
just
the
can't you
SEC.
just can't let it go. You just can't let it go, can
I'm
you?
just saying we're better.
You
than
can't
the
let it
SEC.
go.
We're better. I'm sorry. Easy
I
Ray
think-
said it.
I think the Big Ten is obviously they took it serious, quote unquote. You know, whatever your thoughts are.
You guys are protecting the
Big Ten was
kids,
scared of it
absolutely.
more. The SEC was more worried about playing football.
They're all about. They don't care. They don't care about those
showing.
kids. They want money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree.
Period.
Okay.
You know, yeah. In Florida, that's pretty funny since their coach was like, "We need people in the stands,"
Yeah.
and then now
Yep.
they got shut down for 2 weeks.
That's what happens. The COVID karma
100.
will get you.
100%,
But
brother.
that's where
I test.
Kakert is where my optimism came from, and that's why I'm pumped. That's why I'm excited. I'm
Love
excited for the all gas, no brakes. I think I said about 3 times in the chat today. All gas, no brakes. Let's go. All conference
Maybe
games,
this
no
year.
cupcakes, no Northern Iowa,
This year.
no Lehigh, none of that crap. No Citadel.
This
Let's go, baby. 9 games, all conference games. Let's play ball and let's.
I
know,
love
it, my man.
I like
9-0.
that.
9-0. We beat Bama, and we're going to.
Good. Yeah.
You're not gonna
Good to hear
beat
your voice,
Alabama.
my friend.
You wait.
You might
Hey,
beat
the last
Georgia.
time we
Hey,
get to the
Iowa
Big
might
Ten
beat
championship
Georgia.
game, the last time we
You
played
ain't beat
Ohio
Alabama.
State, what was the score?
55-24?
A lot of people forget. 55-24, Cal.
I don't forget it.
Come on
Hey,
now.
I didn't forget it. I'm just saying. Like it's Ohio State. First off, Ohio State is not even a real Big Ten school. It's its own entity, like Michigan, and you guys beat them, and I give you that. But when you guys have guys that are diehard Big Ten conference teams like Michigan State, you guys always have trouble with those guys.
Right here. Prediction.
It's true.
I predict pain.
65-10.
All right.
Against
Easy Rays,
Georgia.
we got to take a break, man. I appreciate you calling in.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Later,
All right,
brother.
see you guys.
All right, we got to take our second break of the hour for our first hour of, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm busy moving things around.
Smelling what you're stepping in.
I came in, I messed everything up.
Well, you're late. Yeah.
Votes.
No, I am late, and I overslept. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Sorry.
I tried to bring party gifts.
Yeah, you did that.
Bring
That's
your bottle in your banky.
I hate you, man.
All right, guys. The voting is in and done, and your brand new Locals Love Us guide is out, running about in the Quad Cities. You need to grab one today. Remember, they have a table of contents to help you find what you're looking for. If you're trying to find a place to change your oil, get a tattoo, or just grab some lunch. Or you can go to localslevis.com, click on Quad Cities, and browse your favorites.
Wait, can I find a place to go for a ham sandwich?
You certainly can, yeah. Easy to use, and they're even going to rank the most popular places for you, young man. Those are our friends from Locals Levis. They're your guide to the best.
Yes.
You like that? Woo!
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Turk Wendell, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
Introducing First Midwest Bank's newest branch, your home. With our online banking and mobile app, it's easier than ever to make a deposit from the dining room, pay bills from the patio, or get alerts in the loft. The convenience of First Midwest Bank, right from your own home. Visit firstmidwest.com/convenient to get started today. First Midwest Bank, momentum for life. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Play your game with the first bet risk-free, up to $500, only at Elite Sportsbook. Just sign up for a new Elite Sportsbook account and make your first bet online. If it is graded as a loss, we will match it with a free bet up to $500. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for a list of casino locations and sign up today. You will always be in the game with Elite Sportsbook. For a limited time only. Must be 21. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-ON.
Janae and Golick Jr.
Janae, through all of, listen, Russell Wilson, we know he's a lot, from Mr. Unlimited to the weird video announcing his contract staying in Seattle, the bubble water, his bad dance moves behind Sierra's music videos. Through all of it, he's still winning. I would trust him and Tyler Lockett with my PIN number, with any amount of money that I needed in my life. These guys are the surest bet in pro sports right now, and it's nice. We always like to say give people flowers while they can still smell them. Russell Wilson has been this quarterback. This is not a new version of him as far as I'm concerned, but it's a new version of this team putting its offense in his hands. He's getting all of the conversation around him and his ability that he's richly deserved for a while. And so in the interest of giving people their flowers, I'm really happy to see this, like, on a fundamental level for a guy who's been playing this kind of ball and been meaning this kind to his team.
Janae and Golick Jr. 3 to 6 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Football is back at the Double Crown. No fans allowed in the stands, so get the best seats possible at the Double Crown Bar and Grill. During all big college football games, enjoy $5 pitchers of domestics and $2 wells. Stop in for lunch during the week. Tuesday is all-you-can-eat wings, and Friday nights all-you-can-eat fish, both for just $11. Plus happy hour daily from 2 till 6. For daily specials, find them on Facebook. Double your fun every day at the Double Crown Bar and Grill, 217 Brady Street, downtown Davenport.
The biggest names in sports, coming to your mornings.
Bill Belichick, the 6-time Super Bowl champion, is here.
Morning, Coach Bill B.
Great to hear your voice. Congratulations on the show here, and I know you're going to provide a lot of great insight for the fans and even the people in the league. Nobody knows what's going on more than you do.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Gary Moore is delivering real solutions for Iowa families. Thanks to Gary Moore's leadership, Iowa has a balanced budget, which is why we were better prepared than any other state to deal with the economic impacts of the COVID crisis. Gary Moore led the effort to help working Iowa families find safe, reliable childcare so parents can continue to work. Gary Moore is focused on getting Iowans back to work and school safely. Keep Iowa moving in the right direction. Vote Gary Moore for state representative.
Paid for by Gary Moore for State House.
When you're listening to the best sports talk, you know you found your sports leader. ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, back in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. Got Kyle Reed in the house.
Yo.
Decided to join us after all.
That was on CP time.
Oh.
I want to remind everybody to download the ESPN 1170 AM app.
I have it.
You do that, you enter these codes, and you are entered to win $1,000. We give away $1,000. Town Square Media does. Twice a day, and then you automatically get entered in a $10,000 grand prize. So I'm going to give you the words. So go to the ESPN 1170 app.
My favorite part of the day.
Hit the button that says win cash. Then say enter the code words. Here's the 10 words. We'll do a word association.
Okay.
These are the words for Friday, October 23rd. Word number 1, latte.
Pumpkin.
Chaka.
Latte. Number 2, crow.
Feet.
Raven.
CROW. Number 3, lagoon.
Blue.
What's her name? Brooke Shields.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Yes.
LAGOON. Castle.
Hassle.
Ah, yeah.
Black.
Yeah. CASTLE. Next word is costume.
Party.
Black Jon Snow.
COSTUME. Next word is candy.
Cane.
Nose.
Candy. CANDY. Treat.
Trick.
TREAT, which leads to our next word. It is trick.
Treat.
TRICK.
There you go.
Number 9, fall.
Down.
And number 10, ghost.
Turds.
Patrick Swayze.
Ditto. GHOST. Those are your 10 words for your cash code. Enter those into the ESPN 1170 AM app.
Yes.
We're going to...
You know what ghost turd is?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I
It's
don't.
the little balls of like lint and stuff that get on like hardwood floors and things like that, and you got to go by and get them all.
That's
cleaned
just
up.
called lint, man.
It's called ghost turds.
Really?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
You just made that up.
No, I don't think he did.
So we called it when we were in the Marine Corps. You had to clean the floor. 2 privates would get on one end with their wet towels, and
I know exactly what he's talking. To be honest, he's talking about, you know, when you have your
Field day.
Yep. Yes.
Ghost turds.
I don't know.
Okay.
Field day.
Okay, you didn't make it up.
Because you didn't know where they came from. I said, what is all this little dent?
You're right.
Yeah, ghost turds.
You're right. You didn't make it up. I just remembered it. Because it used to come off of our blankets, off our beds.
Yeah.
And it would
Socks.
ball. Yeah,
Yep.
Socks, everything. It would ball up and it looked like tumbleweeds rolling through the.
I love listening to your guys' military stories.
It's ghost turds.
It looked like tumbleweeds rolling.
Tonight in Class 4A football, Davenport Central will be at Pleasant Valley.
They're gonna lose. So I don't know.
Davenport North will be at Cedar Rapids Prairie, and Muscatine is at Bettendorf. There's just pods all over. This is one of these weird things to follow. I know Matt Shelton pointed out that Waterloo is going to be hosting, Memorial Stadium is going to be hosting a playoff game in the first time in history, which is insane. But
that's crazy.
What did Kakert say? That
why would they not?
Everyone's playing for second right now. Yeah. It's just Southeast Polk, and that's it. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. We assume that the winner of Muscatine at Bettendorf will go on to play at Pleasant Valley. We assume, but don't forget about Davenport North at Prairie. If Davenport North, which is a good team, they're coached well. If they can pull off the win against Cedar Rapids Prairie, I don't know if the Bettendorf thing will come in to be involved, or Pleasant Valley as well. And Bettendorf could always see the winner of Iowa City High versus Iowa City West. They said from jump they're gonna try to keep things as close as possible.
Let me give you a real quick FYI on that.
Sure.
North has always had a good program, but it's like Kirby Smart has been there for like 30 years. You know why? Because they want to play safe on everything. Football, basketball, baseball. I remember when Ricky Davis was playing against Jevin Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And remember that game at Assumption? Remember that? And then
that was long gone by
that then. But the thing was, it was like they played safe. They didn't let North get off. They started playing conservative. They started playing safe.
The thing that
they
you
do
just
that
said
in
that
everything.
No.
They do that in everything.
Listen.
North does that in everything.
Listen. It's a number situation when it comes down to high school football. Their baseball team is very, very good. and continue
absolutely.
to make it to the state playoffs.
Yep.
And sometimes even with a sub 500 record.
I
They've
said
made it.
football
They're
and
good.
basketball.
The basketball, they've got there. I know in 86 they made it their first year through.
96.
88. And then in 96 would
Yep.
have been Ricky Davis's
It was Mickey Sisk
sophomore,
and then
junior year.
Yep.
But North will get through every once in a while when it comes to that. But it really is a numbers thing when it comes down for North. And what the other problem is, and we've talked about this as well,
Right.
is when in a normal season, when you aren't racking up the amount of wins that you think are good, let's just say 6-3, 7-2, 5-4 to get in the playoffs.
Right.
When you're already looking at a 1-4 record, it's easier to say I'm going to quit football to now I'm going to go focus on basketball, and it's happened a lot of times when it comes to some of the
for
schools.
North, absolutely, because that's their thing. That's a basketball school. It's not a football school. It's a basketball school and a baseball school.
I'm telling you right now, I think they're changing, and I think they're doing a great
they
job.
are. No,
there. Yeah.
and I'm telling you, North has always had good sports. They've always had good sports, but the coaching has been bad.
Well, it's not
Sorry.
easy to keep someone around there. You know, this is.
I'm just saying. I'm saying the kids are talented, but they have no direction. They don't have a good coach, man. They don't have.
They do now.
They do now.
Yeah.
Now they do, because even the girls basketball team, softball team, all those things are solid.
Yeah. And their
it's
volleyball
about
used to be
time
really
that they get over the hump. You know?
Well, we'd definitely like them. I do like their chances tonight against Cedar Rapids Prairie. It's going to be interesting to see where the pods fall after that.
Desert school, their football field's it looks like a desert.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Prairie.
Me neither.
So
it's like a desert. When I went to Kirkwood up there for baseball, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you had to get off on that highway to get to exit 13.
It looks like a desert. It's like there's no grass, nothing. It's just bad.
T-Roy.
Yeah.
You want to do our pick 6?
Sure.
For the week? All right. What did you have for us? What for our pick 6 against the spread? We've already picked the games how we think they're going to win, but against the spread, what are we looking at here?
These are the 6 games we're going to go against the spread. We have Pittsburgh at Tennessee.
Can I just remind you about how bad this week is?
Yeah, it's bad. I struggle to find interesting games.
Pittsburgh at Tennessee is the fun one because that line has moved, right?
Yep, the line has moved. Tennessee's now favored by 1.
Okay.
Carolina at New Orleans has stayed the same. New Orleans favored by 7. Green Bay at Houston, still the same. Green Bay by 3.5. Seattle at Arizona, Seattle by 2.5. San Fran at New England, the Jimmy G Bowl, New England by 5. And then Tampa Bay at Las Vegas, Tampa Bay minus 2.5. Those are the 6 games that the 3 of us will pick. And we'll start out with Pittsburgh at Tennessee. Tennessee favored by 1. Calvin Reed, what do you got?
Pittsburgh. You already know that.
Jaybird Foster.
You know he's going to pick Tennessee just to be difficult.
I'm not.
Just to be difficult.
So what are you thinking about?
What I'm thinking about is I think Tennessee actually, after watching this many games, I'm still reluctant when it comes to Tennessee.
Hold on.
So now I'm going to pick the best coaching staff. So I'm picking Pittsburgh. I just don't really care.
Why do you
for
make things so difficult, man?
I don't care that much for Tennessee. I don't know what it is.
I don't either.
I realize
I don't either.
Ryan Tannehill's a good quarterback, and I got Tanny throw. We have to I have to give.
He's like you know how T-Roy always he's so big on Buffalo Bills. They're trash, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, we're talking about Tennessee Titans.
No, I'm saying.
Okay.
And they beat them.
Tennessee beat the Bills.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're talking about how tough the Bills were.
They are.
They were terrible.
Better than your Broncos.
Anyway,
I'll take Pittsburgh as well. Take Pittsburgh as well.
Hell yeah.
All right, moving
All right.
on. Can we get a hell yeah?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. What's wrong with you?
I'm on it.
Come on.
Come on, Jay. What's wrong with
Don't
you?
yell at me. Don't yell at me.
I did not yell. I just insinuated. Yes. Let's do it, baby.
All right. Carolina at New Orleans. New Orleans favored by 7.
Sorry. I'm not even going to let you finish.
Okay.
I hate it.
Teddy Two Gloves' record
home.
on the road is actually really good against the spread.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm taking the points.
You're taking Carolina?
I'm taking Carolina. Teddy Two Gloves' record against the spread on the road is incredible. It's like something at a 700%, 700 Yeah, 70% covering the spread on the road.
I'm sticking with the Saints. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying they're not gonna win. I'm just saying the 7 points. They beat them by 4.
I'll take the Saints. Saints are coming off a bye. I just think there's too much for them to.
So what we can agree on is that they'll cover the spread, but they won't win.
Yeah, I'm saying that New Orleans win is 24-21.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I was asking.
We picked the games or whatever else, but now I'm looking at the spread. I'm looking at where to invest your money.
You're right.
Look it up. Look at Teddy. You can look up Teddy Two Gloves covering the spread on the road. It's really good.
All right. Well, I took New Orleans. Cal took New Orleans. Jay took Carolina. The Packers at Houston. Packers favored by 3.5. Jay, you go first.
Hell yeah. You might as well hell yeah that.
Well,
come on, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers.
Of course.
What did I tell you on Monday? He's got going back to last year. Their 3 losses.
And you said it right.
Double digits.
You called it.
They're gonna win this by at least 10.
Hey, I'll give Jay Bird. He called it in that game. Oh, he's gonna act hurt.
Oh well,
that was a good call. That was a good call though.
He just acted butthurt, is what he did.
No, he was butthurt. Yeah, he was crying.
I'll take Green Bay as well.
Yes.
Right, so there's a hell yeah. Seattle at Arizona.
We already said that. Arizona.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't, Cal.
Where's my paper?
Listen to me. We did. That's on Wednesday when we just picked the games not by spread, Cal.
Oh, not by spread.
No, money line. Listen to me.
Money line.
Seattle minus 2.5.
I have to get over this problem with Pete Carroll, and
you don't like him.
I just don't.
You don't like him at all.
And I don't. And I want to not like Cliff Kingsbury.
Why?
Just kind
Did
of.
Antonio Brown
come
sign
on,
him?
dude.
Did it happen?
Russell Wilson wants him there. He's lobbying
yes,
for
he
him,
does.
I don't think he's signed anywhere yet.
Okay.
And anyway, when he does, he's got to sit out 7 days for COVID, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
So Seattle, I picked Seattle for the pick 6. Then. Yes, he's right.
What's the line again?
Minus 2.5, Seattle.
Yeah. I'm gonna regret
Seattle.
this.
No, you're not. I think you're right. I think Seattle's the right way to go.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Give us another hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the smart bet to go there.
That's the smart bet.
Pete Carroll's not going to let the air raid zone offense sneak up on him or anything like that. He knows to win these games.
Arizona's a tricky team now.
Yeah.
They are tricky.
San Fran at New England. New England favored by 5. Calvin Reed.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
I have no idea what to expect.
I don't either.
No idea what to expect.
But New England. Hey, Belichick hasn't lost 2 games in a row in 10 years.
Yeah,
but
he had Tom Brady.
Listen, yes, he had Tom Brady, and
he has a more athletic quarterback now.
Yeah, he was also coming off the COVID, and he was terrible.
Yeah, he was bad. He was bad. He was bad against Denver.
His athleticism better help his completion percentage.
But remember what we talked about. Did I not tell you that Cam Newton has PTSD against the Broncos?
That's fine. Well, he's going to have PTSD against San Fran because they have a better defense. I'm taking San Fran plus the points.
You win. I'll go with San Fran. Hell yeah.
I'm cheering for San Fran.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the Patriots. Like I said,
I'm just done with the Patriots. Period.
I wrote on
everything.
I wrote on social media that said the Patriots are third in the AFC East. Can we stop being so mean to 2020 right now?
Yeah.
Can we every once in a while 2020 gives us something that we like?
Right.
So let's not stop every time someone passes away and it's like, thanks a lot 2020. It's like people don't pass away.
All right.
Regular years.
And speaking of Tom Brady, he's traveling out with his Buccaneers to play the Vegas Raiders. They are favored, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, by 2.5 as well.
I'm sorry, man, but I'm still going with the Raiders.
Cal's taking the Raiders off a bye week.
Yep.
The Bucs coming off a very impressive home victory against the Green Bay Packers. Jay, what do you expect? What do you think?
What do you expect?
Well, this game in Las Vegas got moved. It was supposed to be a Sunday night game. It's now been shifted to Sunday afternoon. I really have no idea why that has to do with the possible coronavirus exposure, but they moved it. They flexed it out. the Seattle Seahawks and the Cardinals now has been moved from Sunday afternoon to Sunday night. So I guess what the NFL is saying is that Raiders, we don't know if you're going to have a game.
I hate this.
Because they want to have a Sunday night game, one that's guaranteed.
Yes, they do. They want it. They're going to be like, we have to move it because then in those hours you could automatically
they're 100%. In the press release, the NFL was like, no, we want to have a Sunday night game. This is the only reason why. So John Gruden sent all 5 of the Raiders starting offensive linemen home on Wednesday because they had been in close contact with Trent Brown, who was placed on the COVID list.
Right.
I just saw what the Patriots did. Give me Tampa Brady.
They gave the New England. They gave them.
I just saw what Cam Newton did against the Broncos. What I'm saying is that
he's just terrible.
Yeah, in
the COVID, the post-COVID
he was tired.
thing.
He was tired.
Yes.
He had no
Tampa
energy
Bay as well.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Tampa Bay.
And I came up with a short list of fantasy advice for you, Jay.
Oh, I would love to hear that.
Some startums and sit-ems in the fantasy world.
Go ahead.
So I did a stardom sim at running back, wide receiver, quarterback, and a flex player.
Is this on my team?
On any
in
team,
general?
Jay, just in general.
Hold on. You didn't pick a kicker?
No.
After that Denver game, you should pick kickers.
Anyway.
I'm just saying.
My fantasy start for sure of the week at running back.
This is the 5-star lock guarantee.
This is a lock. This man's going to throw up points. Alvin Kamara.
Okay.
The man you need to sit. He's not going to score much. Kenyon Drake.
All right.
That's a good pick. That's
my
sweet.
start at wide receiver coming off a bye. This is going to be a great game. I can't wait to watch it. Mike Williams for the Los Angeles Chargers.
He's good.
To sit him, I believe he's going up against a better secondary than he's ever faced. Will Fuller, stay down. Going against Green Bay, man. Your start.
He's a bigger receiver.
Your start this week at quarterback. Guess who he's playing? The Jets. Guess what's happening to the Jets? They're going down. Start Josh Allen.
Okay.
Of course. Why not?
Your quarterback that you need to sit. He's not going to have fun this week. He's going to have a guy in his face by the name of Aaron Donald.
Cam
all
Newton.
night long. Nick Foles. Keep him on your bench, Jay.
How do we not have the Bears are pick 6?
In your
Monday
flex,
night game?
Your flex player of the week to start, if you have him. They are the worst defense against tight end. That's the Denver Broncos. You start Travis Kelce.
That's not even true.
Fair.
That's not even a fact.
I'm trying to mess with you.
That's not even a fact.
It might be. And then your flex sit him. You need to sit down CeeDee Lamb because I'm worried about them Cowboys.
Listen, I'm really truly impressed by this list because you just did this like as
that
we
was
were
just
like
some random
talking.
Stuff.
It's impressive.
It's random.
Well,
it was good.
Yeah.
You did
But
a
it was
really good
random.
job. I'm really impressed by the list. Like you're just writing stuff down over there. I think you're falling asleep. No, you're busy doing stuff.
Doing things for the show, Jay.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
You're a worker.
But you didn't even do anything with the Seattle quarterback and
No, Russell will be
defense.
fine. Russell will be fine.
Come on.
No, I didn't do anything there, but I did. I mean, their defense against Kenyon Drake. I said sit Kenyon Drake.
That's true. You did.
So, yeah.
You're right. Good stuff, brother.
No, you don't. Let's see.
You did really good. I'm
Yeah, they're not.
I'm
Arizona's
impressed
not
myself.
in the top 5 worst fantasy defense versus QB, so he's right.
Look
actually,
at you
the Seahawks actually
doing
give
that
up more.
homework.
Yeah. All right.
You better than
break.
Skip Bayless.
Be right.
I know.
Be right back. Don't hassle us the local here on ESPN 1170 AM.
Yes, sir.
You like that? Woo!
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
From lines of credit in Chicagoland to equipment finance loans in the Quad Cities to better cash flow in Milwaukee. First Midwest Bank is committed to using our local knowledge and ideas to help our clients get their business momentum back. Visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. You have plans, we have ideas. First Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Janae and Golick Jr.
Janae, through all of, listen, Russell Wilson, we know he's a lot, from Mr. Unlimited to the weird video announcing his contract staying in Seattle, the bubble water, his bad dance moves behind Sierra's music videos. Through all of it, he's still winning. I would trust him and Tyler Lockett with my PIN number, with any amount of money that I needed in my life. These guys are the surest bet in pro sports right now, and it's nice. We always like to say give people flowers while they can still smell them. Russell Wilson has been this quarterback. This is not a new version of him as far as I'm concerned, but it's a new version of this team putting its offense in his hands. He's getting all of the conversation around him and his ability that he's richly deserved for a while. And so in the interest of giving people their flowers, I'm really happy to see this, like, on a fundamental level for a guy who's been playing this kind of ball and been meaning this kind to his team.
Janae and Golick Jr., 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
If Teresa Greenfield and the Democrats take over, the following will take effect. $4 trillion in job-killing taxes, government takeover of healthcare, packing the courts, dismantling police departments, surrender to the mob, surrender to China, and a march toward socialism. Teresa Greenfield and the left, they'll tear this country apart. Stop the liberal takeover. Vote Joni Ernst.
Paid for by Iowa Values Action, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.iowavaluesaction.com.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Kendrick Perkins.
Max, you argued me down on First Take about how good of a player Chris Middleton was.
No, I didn't.
And I told you, yes, you did. And I told you that he wasn't that type of guy, right?
But he did
play. Oh, I'm making stuff up.
I argued for Chris Middleton. No, I said Chris Middleton should be at best the third best player on a championship team. You need another dude who can go get his own shot and do it on a higher level than Middleton if you want to pair him with Giannis to win a championship. I never said anything different than that. I wasn't thinking the Bucks were going to win a title this year.
So did you have a Bucks coming out of the East?
Yep. I sure did. Shut up, Perk. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Ace Muffler Clinic has been serving the Quad Cities area for over 60 years. There's a reason why our customers continue to trust us with their vehicles. We can fix almost anything. We can fix your muffler, tune your brakes, change your oil, change your tires, replace your battery, customize your exhaust, tune your engine, repair your suspension, replace your radiator and your water pump. Align your automobile, refill your transmission fluid, and change your filters. And we believe in doing all those things right the first time. For fast, friendly service, visit Ace Muffler Clinic at 4th Ave and 15th Street in Rock Island.
Play your game with the first bet risk-free, up to $500, only at Elite Sportsbook. Just sign up for a new Elite Sportsbook account and make your first bet online. If it is graded as a loss, we will match it with a free bet up to $500. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for a list of casino locations and sign up today. You will always be in the game with Elite Sportsbook. For a limited time only. Must be 21. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB Davenport.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're here in the Hassel Castle with Cal Reed,
Yo.
Jay Bird, and T-Roy, and this is Don't Hassle Us Local, AM 1170.
Let's go.
So, the Big Ten's going to kick off, finally. We've got NFL, and we've got the World Series. They took a break last night, the World Series did. The series is tied 1-1. Tonight is Game 3. Tomorrow night will be Game 4. Sunday night will be Game 5.
Hopefully, the pitcher of the Dodgers won't look like a dirt ball for
yes,
Jay Bird.
Exactly, but we might be able to see him on Sunday night.
Bueller
is throwing tonight. Though.
He looks like a dirtbag.
He does. The Clayton Kershaw does. Anyway, so I gotta, if you can tell, like my temperature of like how things are. There's a little bit down in my voice when we talk about sports, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man.
Sure.
It's all weird. There's no fans. I'm trying to get there.
There's fans?
But what? Here's where the show's gonna zag just a little bit because when we were in the middle of COVID, we went on Friday and we'd always do a movie review. But I had thought about this earlier, and I'm gonna keep it to specific sports only.
Okay.
If I'm going to get excited about football over again,
Right.
what is the best football movie?
The best football movie is Rudy.
Ooh.
The best.
And I don't have an answer in my head. I want to hear everything, but I don't know.
All the Right Moves is pretty good.
All the Right Moves. I didn't think you'd pull that one out. Yeah.
I like that movie. I liked it.
North Dallas 40.
Okay.
That was pretty great.
Any Given Sunday.
You like that one?
The Replacements.
No.
What was the one where it had
Remember the
chick for the
Titans?
kicker? Remember the Titans. That's my favorite.
That's
Necessary
That's my
Roughness
favorite.
is
Necessary Roughness.
yeah is the
You
one
like
with
that
the,
one?
No. With
That was a-
Kathy
that was a
Ireland.
show.
Kathy Ireland, right?
Yeah,
No.
Kathy
You-
Ireland, yeah. She
Are
was
you
the-
talking about the show?
No,
Are
you're
you
thinking
talking
of
about
First
the
and
show?
10.
No. Necessary Roughness was a
There was
show
a movie
on HBO.
Or was it
There was a
unnecessary?
movie.
Or was it
Yeah.
unnecessary roughness? Remember,
yes.
blow the whistle.
Yeah.
That was a movie that Scott Bakula was the quarterback.
Remember
He
the
came back.
Titans is the best.
Yes.
And then after
Absolutely.
that, Radio.
I can't co-sign for that.
Man,
Radio was a
man.
football movie.
Radio is just like Remember the Titans.
No, it wasn't. Not even close.
It's kind of like it.
No. It was a true story.
No, for sure.
But that's the only similarity between the two.
Was that they had a mascot and Remember the Titans didn't.
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't think you watched the same movie.
Yeah.
Radio with Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it once.
Yeah.
You saw it once. I saw it 30 times.
Well, that's a lot of
He's now
times.
he went on to be like the program guy forever.
Exactly. He was just a mascot.
But that's different
Remember
than
the
Remember the
Titans.
Titans was about when segregation was over.
didn't
And they,
remember-
But does it hurt?
and they
Is it-
brought all the
listen,
kids
Was
together.
that not
and they
the same thing that happened?
Okay.
in radio?
No, listen,
no,
hear me out,
man.
hear me
Radio
out.
was just about the black kid
Hey.
that the coach adopted that was watching from the
you said-
sideline.
you
No,
said the black
challenge.
kid.
Listen to me.
Well, he
Does it hurt? Does it hurt when things are Hollywoodization of it? Like
Yes,
when you know Remember the Titans and you've like paid attention to the story and you're like,
That was a true story,
man,
too, by the
it's
way.
a true story,
Yes.
but they changed some things. They made the coach be out to be a better person he was. His players hated him. Like it wasn't
Why
like
they
this
hate him?
because he was rude.
Say it.
Like it's got nothing to do with that. He was a hard
got to do
ass.
with what?
He was a hard ass.
He was a military man.
Yeah.
That's what they hated. That Remember the Titans was Denzel Washington was my dad when he coached me in football. He didn't care. I was his son. And he was hard on me.
Same thing with Rudy, though. I'm like, oh.
But Rudy was good because it was inspirational.
Well, they're all inspirational.
It was. And then, like, Joe Montana stepped in. He's like, it didn't happen at all like this.
Exactly.
And I was like, oh, I believe Joe Montana.
Why wouldn't you? Because he was there when it happened.
Rudy was offsides.
I think, actually, Any Given Sunday is pretty good.
You like that? My name is Willie.
Yeah.
Steamin'.
Yeah.
I keep the ladies.
Yep.
Bleep.
Yep. But you have that speech from De Niro, right? Not De Niro. Pacino.
He's like, you got.
It's a game of inches.
Yeah, you got. You gotta play.
I did
to
like
win the game.
Jim Payson saying on the Harrington's Pub Facebook thread, Varsity Blues. I liked Varsity Blues.
Why? Because he was like, I really don't want to play football.
I don't want your life. I like the bad Texas Southern accent.
It was terrible.
I love the mom who's in the backyard saying, "You can do it, Johnny." You got the 10.
No.
You've got the dumb hook and ladder scene.
Hey, remember Wildcats?
Yes, it's a really good movie.
I love that one.
Now that's a good movie too.
Football. Wildcats.
It's the sport of kings, better than diamond rings.
Football.
Those are all really good ones.
Wildcats. Love that movie.
I just was because it's you guys brought up Remember the Titans.
What about
but
Brian's song?
Brian's song. So that was two weeks ago.
But that one was 100% accurate because they did it during the time they were actually there.
Well, that's the crazy thing about Brian's song is when you actually watch it, and it was originally an ABC made-for-TV movie.
Yes.
Based on the book by Gail Sayers called I Am Third.
Yeah.
God first, family second, I am third.
Yeah.
So Brian's song became that. The weird thing about that, when that premiered, is that they never mentioned all that he died of testicular cancer.
No.
Because you couldn't say it on the air then. The FCC would not allow
Testicles?
Yeah. If he would have been diagnosed 4 years later, Brian Piccolo would have had a 75% chance of surviving it.
Yes. Yep.
And at the time, they just didn't have any idea what they were doing. So that's like the sad thing about it.
You know what's crazy about that is that they never did a movie about Walter Payton in the same way when Matsui was taking care of him.
And you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
But it
was the same exact
thing. You can't say that unless you know what Matsui is doing protecting, because he is the executor of his will.
Yes.
He was his fullback, and he's also the guy that takes care of everything for that family.
Yes.
So there could be Walter Payton saying, like, do not turn my story into a made-for-TV movie.
Right.
So we can't say that at all.
You're right.
You know?
No, but I'm just saying, like, we seen it hash out. We seen it.
Yeah.
It was sad. It was sad, just like Brian's song.
Oh. Just thought of it.
What's that?
Jerry Maguire.
No.
Football movie.
No.
It's definitely a football movie.
It was
a
romantic comedy.
Romantic football movie. Comedy.
Cush slash.
Yeah, it's nah.
Football movie.
You think so?
I guess I have
as much
to give
as it can be.
I guess I have to give away to Remember the Titans.
So you want to do Little Giants?
You gotta give Rudy.
Yep.
Ooh,
I love that one.
We'll do Little Giants.
Icebox.
Yeah, that wasn't bad either.
Icebox.
Don't you talk about my mama?
Talk about my mama.
Best baseball movie.
Come on.
Field of Dreams
Yep.
or Bull Durham. It's those two for me.
Well, yeah, Kevin Costner was great in all those. He had a third baseball movie. What was it?
Rookie.
Ugh, for the love of the game. I can't.
Love of the Game.
I just
You
can't.
don't like that movie?
No, I've tried.
You don't like how he went through his life thinking about
I tried during the
everything?
COVID. Trust me. Jessica Kleinschmidt loves the movie. I was trying my hardest. I can't. I can't.
You were terrible.
I saw that movie in the theater and I fell asleep. I tried to watch
Major
again during the
League's up
COVID.
there, too.
Major League is
Major
there.
League for sure.
Okay. Out of the three, which ones do I quote the most?
Bull Durham.
Bull Durham.
Over Major League? Nah, I'm pretty sure I quote
No,
Major League
Major
more
League.
than yeah.
For sure.
Bull Durham, I quote quite a bit.
Sandlot. Love that movie.
Reason I like Bull Durham more is you didn't.
You don't like Sandlot?
It was okay. It's
What?
okay. It's
But you
just-
didn't need all these Hollywood stars to make Bull Durham good.
No, you didn't.
I mean,
You could have used regular players that didn't know how to act in that movie.
you
It would've been great.
lollygag through the infield. What's that make him, Larry?
Larry? Lollygaggers. Their kids scare them.
Rookie of the
I can
year.
get us a rain out. Nope. Never liked that. Never liked Angels in the
Chicago
outfield.
Cubs game?
Nope. Never liked that. Never liked Little Big League. Never liked Angels in the outfield. I'm just. It's okay.
Oh, of course. Angels in the outfield was terrible.
Watch. You want to see his head explode?
He's
What?
sitting there crying,
You ready?
waving his arms.
There's no crying in baseball.
Yeah.
League of their own.
League of Their Own. I like that one. That was pretty good.
Mm-mm.
What?
Yeah.
It was women playing baseball.
I got
Not
it. I know the
softball.
whole
They were
story.
playing
I understand how
baseball.
the whole thing works. I don't know, and I don't know why I don't really like the Sandlot that much. I mean, okay. I mean, how do you not know?
I would figure.
That's-
I
yeah,
figured
that's
you
it.
would like
Winnie
Sandlot due to the
Peppercorn.
fact because it's like that's how Iowa gets played.
You know, I just don't like. He went from like not being able to play catch. Which, by the way, how old is that kid? And he can't throw the ball like
He
2
was
feet to his
8.
stepdad. He's older than 8.
Oh, 10. Sorry.
You can't throw the ball to his stepdad, and then all of a sudden now the guy's like, just hold your glove up, and he hits a ball into his glove. Like, come on. I don't know. It's just not that my favorite type of movie.
So
he doesn't know who Babe Ruth is. He's like the signed baseball. Like
He was doing his director set, man.
Exactly.
Come on, Jake. What
Come
makes you
on,
mean to that
dude.
kid?
I'm not like
Not
Major
everybody
League
was
Field of
blessed
Dreams.
to have a dad to teach him about
The
baseball.
Natural.
I didn't like that one.
You didn't like The Natural?
I like The Natural.
I didn't like it.
I like it.
Yeah, I just like that. My dad
It
always
was
wanted me to be a baseball
over-exaggerated.
player. My mom wanted to be a farmer.
You know
The
it
best
was.
damn baseball player I've ever seen. It is a little bit.
It's over exaggerated, and the thing about it was that.
Come on, but that song's good.
Oh, for sure. The song is great, but it was over exaggerated.
It goes up there because that one's it's iconic. I mean, if you see someone wearing 9, I still think Roy Hobbs.
Yes,
in the baseball.
Yep,
and that says a lot. It'd be Ted Williams, right? Wouldn't it be the person that you think of?
Yeah,
when
Romo.
it comes to real, huh?
Romo.
No, in real baseball, though.
Oh, in baseball.
Yeah.
It's so mad. Look at him.
Yeah, I do love Field of Dreams, and I can't figure. Sometimes is that a movie about ghosts or is it about baseball?
Exactly.
Major League's fantastic. Bull Durham's fantastic.
You know why? Because it's showing how baseball players really were.
You kick me out of here, my dad will just have to take away the scoreboard.
Exactly.
We ain't scored any runs.
Yes.
I want to call him Pokey.
Yeah. Hey, Skip, we were just talking. A nickname. Yeah. What was that one? Pokey. Yeah, Pokey. And Major League is just, we can't do it on the air because of there's too much cussing. But
Joe Boo.
There's that. Yeah.
Joe Boo.
I wouldn't leave that room around here. He's a group of guys.
He's like, forget you, Joe Boo.
You put snot on the ball. Don't have an arm like yours. Somebody will too.
Yeah.
Barbasol, Vagisil.
Okay,
Of course, the umpires watching the close.
So we all come to agreement
Pinot.
that Major League was the one that we all quoted.
I just know when that movie came out on preview, I was like, I have to watch this movie ASAP. And then as soon as it was like at Mr. Movies in Cumberland Square on VHS, I was like, I'm going to watch this movie 100 times.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah, you ain't run like Mays.
And that's I don't like it. I'll still take Bull Durham over that every day.
But Bull Durham was great. But
I think there's more purity of the game in Bull Durham, I think.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Best basketball movie.
Hoosiers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. Out of all of them, it's Hoosiers.
Hoosiers.
Second is The Fish Who Saved Pittsburgh.
You know, I've never seen that.
I never seen it either.
You guys gotta go see it.
Is it good?
It's got Dr. J in it, dude.
Yeah, people love
That's
that
true.
movie. Like sports,
Like,
basketball historians.
Moses,
love it.
Moses Malone's on the movie too.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, dude, go see that movie. I mean, I know you can't go see it, but like, find a way to figure out where it's at.
If we're gonna do like realistic things, then we'll just do Last Dance. That's gonna be true. If we're gonna do that,
Well, it's not
documentary,
That's a
whatever else. Like I still will
was
take.
it not filmed?
Yeah, but it's a documentary.
For someone who grew up not really caring too much about basketball, and then to see He Got Game, which is probably 35 minutes too long.
Yes.
I loved Ray Allen after that. I love Jesus Shuttlesworth. I love that movie. I'm 100% behind. Like, yes, I hope they have a sequel.
You know what's crazy about that is that was really his life. That's really how it went down for him.
I don't think Ray Allen's real life father killed his mother.
No.
Okay.
No. His mother passed away, but he didn't kill her.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, they were like, "Oh, where are you going to go to school?"
Oh, okay. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And he
yeah.
ended up going to Connecticut.
Erickson said best basketball movie is Basketball. One time.
No.
I saw it once, and that's
It was the
for
worst movie ever made.
One time. And I was like, what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
But I loved, I love He Got Game.
He Got Game was
I love
great.
the soundtrack.
Yep.
The idea of that originally Jesus was supposed to beat his dad 10-0.
Yep.
But Denzel actually hit the bucket in front of him, and Ray Allen just went off on him, and he ended up beating him 10-1. It's a true life story. They just kept the cameras on him.
Yep.
Because Denzel is just a stud.
Yes.
And now he's the second time we've got to bring him up. Kevin Costner and Denzel.
Yep. They're always good in those movies, man.
Yep.
They're good in those movies.
It's not Space Jam, that's for certain. I can't stand
Michael
that.
Jordan is the worst
Hoosiers.
actor.
Hoosiers is
just
Hoosiers. Hoosiers is the TNT.
We want Jimmy. Yeah. We want Jimmy.
Hoosiers on TNT is like everybody else is like Shawshank on TNT.
Yeah.
When people are like, I need to
like
sit and watch it.
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story's good.
I'm down with Christmas Story.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
I love it. It's just like it.
This is a
You have to
a
watch it.
20-year-old
You
played
have
out
to
thing.
watch it.
I like it, but it's 20 years now of 24 hours on TNT of the Christmas Story where I'm like, I get it. It's funny you keep replaying it.
Will you not sit there and watch it though.
Not anymore. I don't think I've watched it in 3 years. And then I
watch
trust
it
me,
every year.
My father was the most feared furnace fighter in all of northern Indiana.
Fudge.
But only I didn't say fudge.
Say fudge.
That's about it. Triple dog dairy or whatever else. But, okay, before we go to break.
Daddy's going to kill Ralph.
Best hockey movie?
Oh, you already know.
Slapstick.
Oh, it is.
It is.
I don't want to. I want to say Youngblood.
No.
And I don't want to say The Mighty Ducks, but Slapstick. That's another movie that people love that I just saw it and I was like, what is funny about this?
What was the one with Kurt Russell and he did the...
Miracle.
I love that
That's
one.
a good one, too.
I'll take Youngblood over that, though.
What?
I'll tell you. I've seen
That
Youngblood.
man
I
is
guarantee you,
animal.
I've seen
What
Youngblood.
was the ones with the Ramones in it?
You mean the brothers?
What was the hockey movie? Yes.
Yeah,
what
that's
was
Slapstick.
Slapstick, yeah. That one was great.
Ooh, going back to that, though, I might have to get it with Erickson about the basketball one. White Man Can't Jump. That's a good one.
Sydney
Dean.
He's like, you hear Jimmy, but you ain't listening.
Yeah. Well, I can hear Jimmy.
I can hear Jimmy. He had a whole white band.
That's a Ron Shelton movie.
Yep.
Same guy who did Bull Durham.
Yep.
So wrote Bull Durham. Well, I was thinking about that because I'm like, what would get me really, really motivated and pumped, and like what movies? I mean, obviously we know what the best boxing movie is.
What about Invictus?
The best boxing
Ali.
movie? Oh, yeah. Raging Bull.
Ali.
I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to sit here.
It's Ali.
No, it's not.
It's Ali.
He's so mad right now.
How Ali is not the best boxing movie of all time.
This is ridiculous.
Everybody knows it's Rocky.
Did you ever
Everybody
see?
knows.
Oh no! Hold on. Okay, so we're doing fictional.
What have you been talking to the entire time we've been doing this? White Man Can't Jump is a fictional story. They're all like, some of them are real, some are not.
So Ali wasn't great.
Yeah, it was great. But did you see the Academy Awards when Stallone was accepting his award? You ever saw that?
What do you mean?
Ali came out.
Yep.
They did a little fake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rocky was great. Don't get me wrong. Ali, in my opinion, was the best. Rocky is probably...
I just said Raging Bull to get him going.
Yeah, because it's not true.
It's not true. Raging Bull was terrible.
There are some really good boxing movies, though.
Undisputed. That was pretty good. Boxing movie. Creed was pretty good.
What was the one with Russell Crowe?
Oh, that's Cinderella Man.
Cinderella Man. That was a good movie.
That's a real good movie.
Oof.
Okay.
That's
Cinderella
way
Man.
up
Okay.
there.
We'll agree.
By the way, the other one that's really up there is The Hurricane. Denzel.
That was good. That was great.
Okay, now that one's really good because actually I'll take
That's
that
a
one
true
over
story.
Ali. Yes, Reuben Carter. That's a story
Yes.
that was it's
Well,
actually
Cinderella
this
Man's
actually
a true story too.
I know, but
Yes,
that Reuben Carter thing actually started for a Sports Illustrated article, and these guys started, he's wrongfully accused of everything. So no, that's again Denzel just gets another mention there, but no, that's really good.
Trying to think if there was any other ones we're kind of forgetting out there that were just.
Oh, there's plenty of that we're forgetting.
Yeah, Cinderella Man was. Really
Cinderella Man was great.
I liked Cinderella Man. Cinderella Man was fun too when I was teaching
but Hurricane
high school
was-
to talk about
Hurricane was
depression.
great.
The depression and everything else. It was a good movie that we could use to show that.
Right.
I did see the Erickson saying The Fighter. I do remember that. But I mean, it's Rocky.
What?
And then golf. It's Tin Cup, right?
No.
Caddyshack is Caddyshack's the best golf
Hey,
one.
$10. The smells kid picks his nose.
Good call, though. That's a pretty good call.
But you know the tin he eats it.
Yeah.
You're on.
Oh, yes, you're on.
That's a good one. I do like that a lot. I've seen that a lot more than Tin Cup.
That's my dad's favorite movie. I bought him the gopher, a dancing gopher from a novelty place.
Yeah, I got my dad.
And
that
it's
too.
like,
I'm all right.
right.
Nobody worry about me.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Caddyshack was the best. He's like 50 Cent.
Yeah, they just
for a Coke.
Just
50 Cent, man. He's like, oh, you get no Coke. He's like, would you come on out here?
Colored boy. Wow, that's
Colored boy. He's like,
yeah.
Some of my.
All right, we have to take our last break of the hour.
Yes, sir.
And so we'll be right back from ESPN 1170 AM. Don't hassle us, we're local.
I'm Metcalf from the Quad City Times, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
From lines of credit in Chicagoland to equipment finance loans in the Quad Cities to better cash flow in Milwaukee, First Midwest Bank is committed to using our local knowledge and ideas to help our clients get their business momentum back. Visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. You have plans, we have ideas. First Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Every day, the men and women of the United States Marine Corps demonstrate their commitment to defend the American way of life. Since 1775, we have served our nation as a force in readiness. From combat operations to humanitarian assistance in every corner of the world. No matter where the mission takes us today, or wherever our country needs us tomorrow, we always remember the land we call home. As Marines, we take a stand for each other, for our nation, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Limitless Male Medical is now open in Duck Creek Plaza in Bettendorf. Our physicians, PAs, and RNs have helped thousands of men get their life back. Do you suffer lack of motivation, loss of muscle mass, increased body fat, low libido, depression, and just have nothing left in the tank? Get checked for low testosterone. Feel at ease to discuss your low testosterone or ED with the men's health experts. Schedule online at limitlessmale.com. Insurance accepted.
If you're talking, they will hear you every single time.
Oh, we're getting killed.
Yeah, well, Kyle's not here.
How come?
Kicked off the team. Didn't Tim tell you? Kyle and some other kids got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. Zero tolerance. He's out for the season.
Come on, it's a first offense, right?
That we know of. But why should that matter? He knew not to drink. I've made it clear to Matt, that's what we expect from him. What have you said to Tim?
Nothing really. You know, a lot of kids try it at this age, so...
Yeah, well, a lot of kids don't try it too. I'm not saying that Matt's gonna be this perfect kid, but if I don't tell him what we expect and why he shouldn't drink, how's he gonna know?
You think kids that age really listen?
They never admit it, Bill, but they hear more than you think.
Talk. They hear you. For more information about talking with kids about underage drinking, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
When you own a business, every precious second of your life is spent focusing on how to make it successful and profitable. You spend so much time worrying about making things right, the last thing you need to worry about is when things go wrong. That's where we come in. Jorgensen Insurance, our worldwide resources allow us to give your business the most comprehensive and cost-effective commercial insurance plan anywhere. Online at jorgenseninsurance.com. Now, get back to work.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Damien in LA.
I wanted to share my fondest Kobe memory.
mine and my son's. It was season opener, Kobe's last year. You, Raj, and he who shall not be named. We got the privilege to meet you guys, me and my son, and I shared with my son the story of you and your daughter Esther, of how I always remember the day that you got to see Kobe Bryant play. Last week, me and my son are driving around. Now, he was about 8 years old at that time, roughly 4 years ago, and the joy I felt when we heard you on the radio again, and my son was like, "Oh, is that Max Kellerman?" "Yes, Max." I remember the day I saw Kobe Bryant play was the day I met Max Kellerman.
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
If you're craving old-fashioned Mexican food, it's that Nally's flavor that you're after. You've got to go to Nally's Kitchen. Nally's makes everything from scratch daily and has some of the most unique items in the Quad Cities area. Try their homemade guisado, guarches, and gorditas, or enjoy their delicious tacos and burritos. Check out Nally's Express menu and get your food in 15 minutes or less. Order online at nallyskitchen.com and have Nally's delivered to your home or business today. Nally's Kitchen, old-fashioned Mexican cooking, Rockingham and Division, Davenport.
When you're working from home, just tell Alexa to play us. It will be a much better conversation than you normally have with those coworkers. This is the Quad Cities Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Reveille. Everybody wake up. We're back here in the Hassel Castle. Brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. Cal Reed.
Dude, it's Dave.
We're on Don't Hassle the Local. Thanks for tuning in, Quad Cities.
Dave.
It's a beautiful Friday out there. In case you missed it, it's nice and glum and rainy and cold. But you know what, Jay Bird? We're going to get right on through it.
Yep.
Because we're just happy to be here.
Yep.
Got football.
Yep.
I just don't feel Jay's excited enough about Hawkeye.
He's
football.
not. No,
I am.
No,
I
you know
am.
why? You
I
know
don't
why
think
he's
you
not?
are. You're not.
No.
I think here's what's going to happen. I think
he
Peter's
thinks
going to
it's
come
gonna
out there.
shut down. That's why he's acting like that.
Ezra's is right. Kakert's right. They've done everything they can. Purdue is the one thing that I was the most worried about, and that's the one because it's the school that I was told that they don't have a university hospital there. So when they wanted to shut down, when they wanted to shut down the season, everyone was kind of like, "We're looking at you, Purdue. You're the reason why, because we don't trust you." Whereas when we've had Kakert on. When we talked to him about Andrew Peterson, the team doctor, he's like, "Oh, I feel great about Iowa." He's like, and Ezra's is right. You know, if you listen to Kakert talk about it, he's like, "I feel good. I just don't trust other schools." And they kind of just all turn around. It's like that Spider-Man GIF or whatever, where they're all just kind of shooting at each other. And everyone's saying, "I don't trust you," when really they were all like pointing at Purdue. And now the head coach has got it. Mm-hmm. And he still wants to coach somehow.
But you got to understand, every other school, which is beautiful about the Big Ten, is that all those schools have university hospitals.
Yes, except for Purdue.
Except Purdue.
Yeah.
Purdue.
Yeah,
right.
They Purdue.
More like Purdue.
Yeah, they Purdue have
but every other school, Northwestern, Omaha, who else? Or Lincoln,
you mean Nebraska.
Yeah,
Nebraska.
The thing is that what you're telling me, though,
they all have university hospitals. I'm pretty sure Purdue has a decent hospital that's not a university hospital, but they have one there. They have to because they have athletes there.
Yeah, I just get too much frustration in the whole thing. Like, how is it that when we have a friend of our show, Doug Bland, owner of the Quad Cities Steamwheelers, puts out there on Facebook and social media and shares that there will be no 2021 season for the Steamwheelers.
Why?
Because of the governor and what they've had, indoor seating, whatever else. And I understand that. But why is now the University of Illinois, now going to be able to play football when the governor shut down all organized sports? And it said, then I know it was back in August, but it said from youth all the way up to professional. And then it just never comes out like, oh, they're cool, but Western Illinois isn't. Like, it just never comes up again.
But you got to understand, like, Illinois has, what is it?
I don't care.
Urban.
Terrible governor?
Yeah. They have a terrible governor. But they
terrible
have,
leadership. I mean,
it's
BS.
They have
That's
Urbana.
what I'm saying.
You can't let the Bears play, Cal, and not let the Steamwheelers play. It's period.
He didn't say they couldn't play.
Yeah, he did.
The restrictions for indoor is basically saying, like, they're not going to make any money. The steamrollers cannot make any money if you restrict people from going indoors. And it's only pointing to get worse, Cal.
That makes no
because
sense.
everybody's spiking in a different direction. There's one state that isn't. Out of 50, there's one that's going the right direction. And Illinois is going to get worse. I know. I read it earlier when you and I were talking.
Oh.
It's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's like Utah or something.
All right.
It's not like around here or anything like that. So those are the things when we're talking
But the
about.
problem is when we look at what they're saying, and when we look at, they say we have more positive cases. We're not looking at, all right, hospitalizations,
right,
and deaths.
Right.
Those are the numbers we need to be looking at. Hospitalizations, recoveries, deaths. Three numbers, not positives.
Right.
Okay, we had 10,000 positives today. Okay, of that 10 grand, 9,990 have recovered.
Right.
Okay. 9 are in the hospital, and maybe one died.
Right.
That's what the numbers will show.
Right.
Probably less than that.
So it's like the flu.
But that's what I'm getting at. No,
Like the
it's
flu.
not saying that it's like the flu. I'm just saying that's what it is.
No, I'm saying it's
we
like the
focus
flu.
on these positive cases, and when we also look at the other thing too, and it's even worse than that. I know when they did a lot of these colleges, and one of the recent things I saw of over like 500,000 positive tests on college campuses, it led to 3 hospitalizations.
Right.
It was Oregon, by the way.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure that everyone out there listening knows that I will do my fact checking.
But what I'm getting at is we're focusing on the wrong number. The number to focus on is recoveries, hospitalizations, and deaths. Period.
Illinois
Not
is one of
positive
12 states that saw their highest 7-day averages of new daily cases. So that's basically what I'm telling you is across the river, they're going to be shutting down things again.
So can I?
And that's why when we just lost the Steamwheelers for the 2021 season.
Can I explain something?
Sure.
You know, the way to be immune to something is to be exposed to it. When we had to go to the military, and T-Roy can agree with this, when we had to go overseas, we had to get anthrax shots. So they gave us anthrax in our bodies for us to go over there. They gave us flu shots. They gave us influenza shots. They gave us all these shots. And
Malaria pills.
Malaria pills. All this stuff we had to take into our body. And we still went and performed.
Mm-hmm.
At a high level.
At a high level. Higher than sports.
This
is war we talking about.
They didn't give you that Captain America like serum.
No.
No. Didn't get
They did that.
That's
They tried to do that with the Marines, and it backfired because they went back home and killed their wives. But
jeez,
good God,
that got dark.
It's true. I'm just saying they did. They tried it. It didn't work. But when it comes to being sick, we'll show symptoms of the sickness, but it won't overcome us because it's already in our system. So, like, they should approach this the same way with anything else.
What I'm trying to. My point is that
You know what I'm saying?
they're showing what's going to happen 2021 already.
You
I mean, this is
can't
when the
show
Steelers
it.
start. They don't kick off till like March.
But you can't.
Like, they're shutting it down already, Cal. They're
No,
saying
I know,
2021.
I know, I get
so
what you're
this whole
saying.
idea that it's all going to change after the election is not really the case because no one believes that. There's like right now.
They'll start out in a bubble if they have to.
Because they're now focused on the beginning of the 2021 season, not the 20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to get back to, and so we're going to lose kids that are going to be following it and whatnot. You know, football's going to be fine. Basketball's going to be fine. Baseball's not. People will walk around like there's a Modern Woodman Park. And then global pandemic, and they're like, oh, well, here's what we'll do. We'll let you just have 10,000 fans and come to the World Series. So,
yep.
I don't know. Like I said, going back to how we got here from the beginning, and when I am excited about tomorrow, I'm going to be very, very happy to see Iowa football. I don't have the anticipation that I used to have. Like, I remember going and watching an Iowa football game. Syracuse came and played, and my wife looked over at me and she goes, "Are you serious right now? Are you tearing up?" She goes, "You didn't even cry at our wedding." I said, "I'm really excited." I don't know what to tell you. I love hearing everything, the swarm, everything that comes out back in black. I get so pumped. And I don't have that in me right now.
Yeah.
And I want to in the worst way. So I'll go watch it tomorrow. I'll go find my family. I'll go watch it at Pints. I'll probably go for the first half, and then I'll go home and enjoy the rest of it, and then I'll get this. Pretty sure you do.
Yeah.
South Kakalaki.
Yep.
So we'll have that, the NFL games, and, it's possible we have a World Series champion. Hopefully not. I'd rather see it go Game 6, Game 7. So.
But we'll have a game, 3 nights in a row?
Yes, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Going head-to-head with the NFL on Sunday, huh?
All right. Well, enjoy yourselves, Quad Cities. Good luck to all the high school athletes that are going to be participating in the Iowa High School
Stay glossy.
playoffs. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.